Today I will talk about unpacking standards and how this is a very important step in the planning process. Unpacking standards will help you know what students need to know and what do you have to do to get there to help them reach the goal. I will use a Common Core standard example for this video for the subject math, and the grade level is KG5, kindergarten. The math standard goes as follows. Understand the relationship between numbers and quantities. Connect counting to cardinality. Okay, so this is a standard that seems kind of simple, but it's really not. So I want to unpack it in different parts to be able to understand it and to get the best out of it to help the students reach the goal, okay, which is the standard. Okay, so the big idea for this standard are the nouns, and the key words for these standards are relationship, numbers and quantities, counting, and cardinality. The skills that the students will need to have in order to get to this standard are understanding and connecting. So understand what the number is, grasp it in the concept in their brains, and then be able to connect it to objects that have the same number. For achieving this goal, I planned different activities, and I'm gonna explain both of them. The first one, it's a 20 object game. You ask your students to bring to school a set of 20 objects that are the same. They can be stickers, pencils, beans, jelly beans, whatever. So they bring them to school and they have them in a little Ziploc bag. Then you pair them in groups of 2, and the game, it's a fun game for math starters. So one member of the team will have flashcards with numbers from 1 to 20, because they have reached that level of counting and recognizing numbers up to 20 for this before this standard. So one of the members of the team picks randomly one card and shows the number. The other member of the team will have to take out the number that in objects, the number that it's represented in the written flashcard. This is one activity. It's more formative and kids like it because they take it as a game, but it's a good way to practice counting and understanding and connecting. Then the second activity I will use for this are worksheets. I found it very successful to work with worksheets because kids like them. They're light, they're not as hard as working with the Go Math book, and they can be fun. So I would have ready for them an animal worksheet where they have to connect the numbers from 1 to 20 again to the correct set of animals. So let's say they find number 1 on the left of the worksheet, and they have to connect it with a line with a set of 1 giraffe, and the same for each number. There'll be sets of different animals in different numbers. Assessment. Okay, so I will have to think about all my students and how assessment it's different for all of them. So the first assessment I will have them do, it's a more kind of formal assessment, and you would call students individually, one by one, and have a magnet 20-frame chart, as well as magnet counters. So you would tell the number to the student as well as showing it to him or her with the flashcard. So what they would have to do is to show you with the correct number of counters in the frame that they understood the number and that they are able to connect the number with the objects and quantity. The other type of assessment I would have them do is I would use the same objects that they brought from home, and I would have the flashcards. So I would show them a number, and they would have to show me the same number of objects as the flashcards. So this is how you unwrap a standard, and it's amazing how using these useful tools as identifying the keywords and the verbs, you will be able to help them get to the goal. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I hope this was helpful.